Okay, Josh, not a lot. I mean, you dominated, right? And won all the positions you need to win.
Yeah.
Looking at that one, not having to come down to the wire, right? There's some other crazy matches going on.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, first off? Do you hear the madness that's going on?
Yeah, it's easy and it's hard to block it out at the same time. Like, you hear a big crowd just go freaking crazy. If you're not doing anything, you know it's not because of your match. So you're like, oh, well. But you got to keep wrestling into the match. It's a good reminder to stay focused. But whenever I know I had the win secured, I heard the crowd going crazy. I looked over near Chenzo's match just to see what was going on. But you stay pretty focused in the match. But that's why I love this atmosphere. People go crazy over like an almost takedown. So that's why I love it.
What's it like to know you're going up against another local guy, Vincenzo, for a chance to spot in the final?
It's fun. It's exactly how I wanted it to be. I wouldn't want anybody else in the semis. Two-time defending national champ. So love to test myself, wrestled him earlier in the year. He caught me, beat me pretty good. So I'm really excited to go out there and make a statement to see how far I've come since wrestling that Penn State match. But I love wrestling Chenzo. I've wrestled him since I was like 5 or 6 years old. We know each other like the back of our hand, but it's going to be a great match. I'm really looking forward to it.
Back a couple of weeks ago, we talked about how you take what you've lost and how you can improve. What's the one thing you'll take away from the Penn State match back in December into your semifinals match?
I wrestled well. I had good setups, but I was just a little bit sloppy in my finishes. I got to shoot knowing that I'm going to get to the legs and finish it. And it really is a mindset. At NCAAs, anyone who's ranked from 1 to 33 could win this. We've seen it so many times. And so you got to put your best foot forward every time. You can't overlook anybody. You can't underlook anybody as well. And so I don't do that with anybody. I have the same composure going into every match. But yeah, you'll see little changes in my wrestling here and there throughout the tournament, just stuff to sharpen it. So I'm excited.
When you go up against a familiar opponent like Chenzo, is it difficult to do that? Is it easier? I mean, just what do you take into a match like that?
I used to hate it. It used to always get in my head, because we're such good friends. I used to always think, hey, we're good buddies, like, it'll be a fun match, but no, in reality, you got to be going out there trying to put your foot in their throat every single time. And after the match, you can shake hands, good job, but, so it used to get to me, but not anymore. I've come a long way since high school and my freshman year of college, and you can see that it would get to me.
It's your first time in the quarters, let alone making it to the semis. Last year, you had to win 4 in a row through the consoles to get to All-American status. How different has it been being in the winner's bracket and, taking the smoother route?
I'll tell you what. Any young guys out there, it's easier to just stay winning, instead of wrestling back. But I'm sure everybody knows that, just that piece of advice. But it's a lot easier, it's a lot more relaxing, your body gets to recover more. But on the backside, last year's never really hit my stride. I was able to get those close matches under my belt and know that I could win the 1-0 matches, the 3-2 matches. And so, like I said, everything that I've done from last year at NCAAs in my freshman year, I've grown on and I've grown in. And you can see how I keep building on that. Like, certain blocks were the foundation of my matches. Certain times when I lose my freshman year to a kid that I ended up majoring my sophomore year, that was a building block and that was a foundation for where I am right now.
You talked about not overlooking anybody. Does it put it into greater perspective when you see like Marinelli lose or Chenzo go into sudden victory, that sort of thing?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everyone puts their best foot forward at NCAAs, and you can tell. And that just proves how powerful your mind is. Like, between your 2 ears where all the wrestling gets done. If you believe that you can do something in the wrestling mat, you get stronger, you get more confident, your endurance gets up. But if you believe you're going to get tired in the match, you're going to get exhausted. And so it doesn't surprise me because I know that anybody can perform, anyone can do it. And so that's why I'm not surprised when Chenzo goes in overtime. He's a 2-time national champ. There's reasons he wins those matches. And there's also a reason why Marinelli loses, because the other guy believed. I know Marinelli believed too, but sometimes it happens. But gotta stay even keel the whole time.
So talk about your training partners, the people that have made you better in the room, and who they are and how they've helped, and, coaches, teammates, people like that.
Honestly, the biggest one is Zahid Valencia, obviously. He's a stud, he's a monster, and he's someone who, since he believes, every part of his wrestling gets sharper. His conditioning gets better, his endurance, his technique, his drive, his power gets better, and I've learned that from him. Because I used to work like a dog, endless hours. I would overtrain, and he would just do the right amount of training, but he had better conditioning than me, better shape, stronger, and so I just realized how strong that mentality is. But also with guys like Jamil Kelly, he dodges me a little bit in the wrestling room, but I get to grab him every once in a while, and he sharpens me too. We have the great coaches in the country. Zeke, Olympic runner-up, Jamil, Olympic runner-up, Pendleton, multiple-time national champ. Fritz, he's a stud, he's an all-star coach. So all those guys sharpen me in unbelievable ways.
With your tough schedule through the regular season, you guys have been through the ringer. Now you're NCAAs, you're in the semis. How has that prepared you for your next matches and throughout the tournament?
I mean, you know you can do anything. But I will say this, I haven't wrestled a match or a schedule yet that compares to anything in our wrestling room. Our coach puts us through the most brutal workouts on purpose. He tries to break us mentally so that whenever we get to the wrestling matches like these, when it's a close quarterfinals match, it seems like nothing. And I'm really glad that I got coaches like the ones we do, who are just all-stars, you know, that are national champ coaches. There hasn't been a match I've wrestled yet that I thought I wasn't prepared for that.